Welcome. In front of me is a POCO F4, and today I'll show you how we can go through the setup process of this phone. So to get started, once you boot up your device, you'll be presented with this screen right over here. So get started by just simply pressing on this button right over here and finding your desired language. For me, I'll be selecting English, and then on the next page you can choose your desired region. Now for me it already selected a correct one, as you can see right at the top, but for you it's incorrect. You can change it by just selecting any other one and quickly searching for it right here. Then moving on to the next page, we have the choice of our keyboard. Now technically we only have one keyboard, we have the Gboard, and the Google voice typing is just you talking to it, so there's only one keyboard really. Anyway, on the next page we have terms and conditions. So you can tap on each one of them and see what you're agreeing to. So you have user agreement, POCO launcher, user agreement, privacy policy, and launcher privacy policy. So just tap on whichever one you want to find out more about. And from there, once you're finished, you can select this box right at the bottom. So you can progress to the next page, which will start looking for a SIM card. So this step is completely optional. You don't need to insert a SIM card. It gives you an option to either insert a SIM card or connect to Wi-Fi, and both of them are optional, and the only reason why they show up is so you can, throughout the setup, have the option to log into your Google account. Now if you don't want to do so, you can completely disregard both of them by just skipping it, like so. And once you change your mind, later on you can just navigate to the settings and just change the settings from there. Anyway, here we have some Google services. So we have things like location scanning and sending user and diagnostic data. So to just kind of briefly go into them, location is just a GPS tracking, scanning allows the device to look for signals, and then send user and diagnostic data allows Google to spy on you. From there we have the password options. So we can protect our phone from here with 3 different methods at once. So we have screen lock, fingerprint, and face recognition. Now if you're planning to use any of the 2 lower ones, so fingerprint or face recognition, you will also be required to set up a physical screen lock like a PIN, pattern, or password. So you can choose either one of them. The reason for this requirement is if something would happen to your finger or your face or maybe the sensors on a phone, you just lose access to your device altogether. So that's the reason for a physical way that you can, for instance, use a pattern. So if your finger is cut and you can't unlock the device, just draw a pattern. So I'm gonna set up just a pattern right here. Now we have another 4 seconds of our life wasted here, so here we go. I'm gonna draw my pattern, to the next page, repeat it, and this will save it. That might bring me back to Google services for some stupid reason, but it didn't change any settings that I have selected, so we can just go back, and this time around it will skip the protection page. So here we have additional settings. Now these are strictly, I believe, from Xiaomi, so some of them might seem like they're repeating. For instance, location. So we can disable any of them if you want to, but I just want to focus on one specific one just because it's the most atrocious one, and the way it's presented, I just like to just kind of shit on this, literally. So as you can see, you can turn off everything without any problem, right? But the moment you want to turn off something that basically gathers data and just, I guess Xiaomi can make profit off of it, even though they sold you the phone, they will give you a pop-up along with a reverse psychology pop-up. So anyway, as you can see, we have personalized ads, I mean, and when you try to disable it, it gives you, when personalized ads recommends whatever are off, you basically still get ads, whatever. It basically spies on you, listens to what you search or what you talk about, what you search for, and gives you ads based on this. And normally if you try to turn something off, it gives you a pop-up, right? And then you agree to your decision, which is this button would usually be it, right? Blue one confirms your choice. No. This one just keeps it back on. So turn off, which is the opposite one. Now the naming at least is a little bit adequate for it, but still, the placing of it is switched. And that's the only thing that I really want to kind of focus on, just because I despise this option. Now another thing that you might be interested or not interested in is the wallpaper carousel, which is below that. Now for some reason, if you try to go next page, it brings it up the first time around if you want to use it or not, even though clearly it was on, so I might have wanted to use it. But anyway, what this is just a slideshow of different wallpapers that Xiaomi picks on your lock screen. So when the device is locked, whenever you wake up the screen, it will just flip through some or pick one of the catalog of wallpapers that it has, and it will keep just every time you wake up the screen again, it will choose another one. So that's about it. If you want this, keep it on. If you don't, just select don't agree. And it looks like this finishes up the setup, so let's click on an arrow. It will start loading apps, and once it's done, we will be presented with the Android home screen. And there we go. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.